So good, so good, so good.
New fall arrivals are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Get ready to save big with up to 60% off Vince, Kurt Geiger London, and more.
How did I not know Rack has Adidas?
Because there's always something new.
Join the Nordy Club at Nordstrom Rack to unlock exclusive discounts on your favorite brands. Shop new arrivals first and more. Plus, get an extra 5% off every Rack purchase with a Nordstrom credit card. Great brands, great prices. That's why you Rack.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just
speaking into the void?
But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Optimal Health Daily, 7 Keys to Making Habits Stick by Melani Schweder of abrighterwild.com. And I'm Dr. Neil Malik. Hey there, happy Monday and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I act as your narrator of the best health and fitness blogs, all for free, and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. And with that, let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. 7 Keys to Making Habits Stick by Melani Schweder of abrighterwild.com. Have you ever started a new diet or exercise program only to slide back into your old routine a few days or weeks later? What about when you want to try a new medication or supplement? Do you find yourself forgetting to take them? You're definitely not alone. The challenge of creating new healthy habits is something that is just part of the human condition. We all understand the struggle of trying to get out of the rut and do something new. You see, our brains are hardwired for routine, and in general, we tend to stick with things that are either the least amount of effort or give us the highest amount of benefit. But the benefits I'm talking about are the biological short-term ones, which is why it feels so dang good to eat pizza and stay in sweatpants all day. Science. However, if you're like me, you're always looking for ways that you can take better care of yourself and really boost your healing to the next level. Self-improvement is a popular goal these days, but it really is a way of life for anyone dealing with chronic health issues. The thing is, I know that my body has the ability to heal itself. The only problem is in shifting out the bad habits that hinder that healing and replace those with more positive habits that enhance it. And trust me, I've certainly got a handful of not-so-great habits I'm still working on changing. But all in all, I have been able to create and solidify a lot of wonderful routines over the years, which I credit for a lot of my healing and sanity. For each and every one of those positive changes, I relied on these 7 keys to make them stick. 1. Find your why. Too often, we fly into a new routine without ever clarifying why we are actually doing the things we're doing. But those who take the time to slow down, visualize their goals, and set positively worded intentions are much more likely to be successful in changing habits. When you think about what you want to change, find the motivation behind it and put it into words. Do you want to have more energy? Start meditating every day. Lose 10 pounds. Or have a strong and resilient immune system. Then, go a step further and clarify what achieving this goal would allow you to do. For example, I would love to get deeper sleep so I can feel calm and energized every day, which would allow me to revisit my favorite hobbies and be more present for those I care about. Or, I would like to lose 20 pounds so I can feel more centered and comfortable in my body, which would give me the confidence to find a new job and start dating again. Setting an intention for any new habit puts power behind your behavior and provides an anchor when you feel tempted to go back to your old ways. I recommend writing down your why and putting it on your fridge or bathroom mirror. 2. Know your triggers. When it comes to our neural pathways, we tend to be reactive to both our inner and outer environments. Most of us have a specified reaction to certain stimuli, which we call triggers, especially when the result is something undesirable. We may not even be aware of many of our triggers, but there are always clues to follow. When you can really tap in and apply some mindfulness, you might discover that your urge to eat donuts always follows a stressful interaction with a certain person, or that you tend to skip your yoga class when the weather is bad. Identifying the circumstances that lead to the habitual behavior you want to change is the best place to start, because you can learn to anticipate and plan for these events. 3. Plan ahead. It's always smart to have a plan B in place, especially since we humans are so good at coming up with excuses for why we can't change our bad habits. Take a few minutes to devise a strategy to stay on track, whether that's buying healthy snacks in bulk, keeping your gym clothes in your car, or stashing an extra bottle of fresh water in your bag. If you struggle with taking medications, get a fancy pill case to keep on your desk or your nightstand and set a reminder on your phone. Or if you find yourself slipping with your meditation practice, get an extra set of headphones and pack them along with your lunch for your midday break. When you can look ahead and make it easier to stick to your new routine, you'll not only have more success, but you'll feel better about yourself too. 4. Recruit a buddy. Yes, accountability actually does work. And luckily, nowadays, there are so many diverse options for connecting with people who want to make new habits just like you. It's awesome if your partner or roommate or parent or friend wants to join in. But if you don't have someone close that wants to take on the same diet or go to sleep at the same time, you can always find a great online community to help you. There are forums, private Facebook groups, Instagram communities, and online memberships of all kinds where you can connect. And of course, there are in-person meetup groups and clubs dedicated to supporting each other's health goals. There are also plenty of health coaches like me ready to keep you on track. No matter what you are looking to shift in your life, you should have someone on your side to help you along. 5. Track your progress. Our brains have a sneaky little way of forgetting how far we've come over time and adjusting our expectations to meet our new reality. Sadly, this can make us feel discouraged when we can't remember how things used to be. It's amazingly handy to keep track of all the great changes you're making, so you can look back and give yourself a well-deserved high five now and then. You can go old school with a paper journal and pen, or you can use a digital diary, a tech-linked app on your phone, a computer program, or something else. There are so many options, especially when it comes to apps. Whether you prefer digital or analog, you'll thank yourself when you can really see how awesome you're doing. 6. Go slowly. I admit, I struggle with trying to take on too many changes at once and then failing miserably at all of them. It's important to set realistic goals and only focus on trying to shift one thing at a time. Let's face it, change is hard. Don't make it harder on yourself by overwhelming your mind and body with a bazillion new things. You won't actually be able to banish all your bad habits in a few weeks, no matter what your impatience says. If you want to make lasting change for the better and support yourself for a healthy lifestyle shift, go slowly. Identify one unhelpful habit that will be relatively easy to change to give yourself a boost of confidence. Then, tackle a harder, higher priority habit next. And 7, reward yourself. You can go ahead and skip the "your new behavior should be a reward in and of itself, blah, blah, blah," and plan to reward yourself when you've reached certain goals. Our minds crave rewards, so it's a good idea to throw yourself a little something in order to reinforce your new healthy behaviors. Keep in mind, though, that the best rewards are the ones that don't undermine your progress. For example, don't treat yourself to cake to celebrate a week free from refined sugar. And also, the best rewards are the ones that have lasting value. For example, indulging in a meaningful experience rather than a cheap trinket. Find the rewards that resonate with you and work those into your habit creation. When you give yourself little things to look forward to, you're more likely to maintain enthusiasm and stay on track until your new habit becomes a regular routine. You just listened to the post titled 7 Keys to Making Habits Stick by Melani Schweder of abrighterwild.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. It can be difficult to find time to cook in the fall with busier routines, back to school, and shorter days. But no matter how hectic it gets, Factor makes it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious. They make it easy to support your wellness goals with a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp without any extra cost. For the first time, try Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. If I wasn't already meal prepping weekly myself, it's what I'd use. Eat smart at factormeals.com/OHD50off and use code OHD50off to get 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code OHD50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. When it comes to hiring, Indeed is all you need. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. Indeed Sponsored Jobs helps you stand out and hire fast. With Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. When I was looking to hire, it was so slow and overwhelming. I wish I had used Indeed. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. All of Melani's suggestions in today's post were spot on, but I want to go back and really emphasize suggestion 3, planning ahead. Melani mentioned that taking some time to plan ahead and make sure your refrigerator is stocked with nutritious snacks, or having gym clothes on hand at all times, or putting your medications right on your nightstand, and so on, can be really helpful. And I would agree. Many studies have found that these kinds of visual cues or visual triggers can make the behavior we want to perform more likely to happen. Think about this. Where do we tend to keep the most nutritious foods in our fridge, like fruits and vegetables? Where do we keep them? All tucked away in the crisper drawer. When foods are hidden like that, we tend to forget they exist. So, why not move fruits and vegetables out of the crisper drawer and put them on a shelf in plain sight right at eye level? That way, we open the fridge and those are the first foods we see. Now you might be thinking, but Dr. Neil, won't the fruits and vegetables spoil faster if they're on a middle shelf in the refrigerator at eye level and not in the crisper drawer? Well, I'd argue that the food is more likely to spoil hidden away in the crisper drawer because we simply forgot it was there. Oh, and by the way, this same trick works for foods we don't want to consume as often. Hide those away in the crisper drawer instead. If you do that, I bet you'll be reaching for those a lot less often. Try it out. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for being here and listening through to the end. I hope you have a great start to your week, and I'll see you back here tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.